To shop, but we are revving our engines for the Portia. This is the Go Walk Travel. It is a floral accent in the print. It's a washable bungee slip-on. And we've got a few different colors to choose from. I'll show you the 4 colors. But this style, I think tried and true Skechers. If you're someone, you love a good Skechers sneaker, especially the Go Walk, you replenish these, you get new ones for the season. We do have a total of 4 colors available, but they also come in medium and wide widths, which is really nice. So this first one is a charcoal. I think it looks like a soft olive green, but you're gonna order charcoal. It does, you know how all grays have either like a blue or a purple or a green undertone? This one's definitely more green forward in that charcoal. Then we have the taupe choice, which is that very soft kind of medium sand. And then we also have it in black. And the black flowers too are more of the purple, almost like an orchid shade. There's your black. And then we do have navy as our last choice. So you've got 4 great colors, medium and wide widths. We'll show you that navy here in just a second. Now, if you want the navy choice, there's only about 40 to go around. So that's one that you're probably gonna wanna hurry on if you want that navy. So for $44.99, let's break this down because these started at $63. They're now nearly 25% savings, which you're really hard today to find markdowns like that. So this is when, if you know you wear Skechers, you know this is a shoe you replenish. You buy it every season. Even if you're not in a place quite yet where you need a new pair of Skechers, I would grab these. So what's the Go Walk all about, Jackie?
So the Go Walk is all about making sure that we give you a lightweight outsole. So that's our EVA. It's even lighter than EVA. It's our version of it. Extremely flexible. I mean, this is a shoe that you can kind of, bend and flex and twist and turn. And so that's really helpful when you're walking because it means it's going to move the way you move. And then this outsole in particular, this is the original Go Walk pods. This was something that the QVC customer said, nope, 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 bring it back. Do not lose this. And we listened and we brought it back because they were right. This is where people say that they almost feel like they're walking on clouds or they're walking on, like little bursts of energy because it really does give you that bounce back and that resilience. And then on the inside, when it's a Go Walk, you're stepping on a Goga Mat. So that's like layer upon layer of yoga mat. So you really get some great responsiveness. You get an excellent energy return on these.
Ooh, it feels so good.
Yeah.
The insole on this one isn't removable, just to give you a heads up. If you do want to slip in an orthotic like my mom does, sometimes you just go up like a half size so you can slip in your orthotic if you need to. But give the footbed a try because when you've got that added comfort and kind of that squish, it does feel really good. These are also $44.99. I mean, that's a Skechers price you can't beat. You've got 3 easy payments of $15, and they're so sweet, especially for spring and summer, but they're not overly, I mean, even if you end up wearing these into the winter months, right? It's not like it screams one season because of just that little accent of the floral print, but they're really pretty.
I love that floral print. I think it's called like that Dizzy pattern, right? The Dizzy floral pattern because it's got those sweet little moments on it. And it just really, I like how we popped it beautifully on the heel and then along the laces. Again, this is not a stark white outsole, so you are getting a little bit more of an elevated look. And as somebody who just came from travel, I brought my Go Walks and I was so happy I did. They were the shoe I lived in the entire time. I couldn't believe it. Just because they're so easy, lightweight, extremely easy to pack, extremely easy to wear, very roomy toe box, and just giving you a lot of comfort.
Yeah, we just traveled as well, and for this, normally we love to carry on our luggage, but for this airline that we booked, it was easier just to check one bag for our whole family.
Oh, wow.
So we checked one bag. I just thought the pound restriction was 50 pounds. It was 40. So I checked the weight before and I was like, oh, perfect. We're at 48 pounds. We're under a little bit, we'll be good to go. But we get there and they're like, oh, it's 40 pounds. And I'm like, ooh. So we open up our suitcase, and my husband's like, hey, grab out all the shoes. And I was like, no, because it was a pair of my running shoes. I go, no, these are really lightweight, like the way technology is. It used to be that way.
Yeah.
Right? You would think about the heaviest things in your wardrobe or if you were packing would be your shoes that get those sneakers out. When we ship you this box, you are gonna think that we forgot to put in the shoes because you'll feel like this is just a box. The shoes are so lightweight. That's the amazing technology, not only across, you know, footwear, but what Skechers brings us and with that Go Walk. But you never lack comfort, support, stability, traction, feeling that kind of little bit of energy, that pep in your step with each of these pods as they hit the ground. So all you have to do is pick your color. This is one that I would stock up on. If you know you love Go Walk, if you know that Skechers is a tried and true shoe for you, when I find a great price on a sneaker that I love to wear, I typically buy a couple. Sometimes I get the same color, and I wait for then when I wear through the first pair, I got a second, so I have a fresh pair of sneakers. Because you might not find them again for $44.99. You could do a couple of the same colors, or you could try some different colors too. That's totally up to you. But if you know that you love your Skechers, I'd get more than one. This is also a great time to try Skechers. You know, maybe you've seen it on QVC for years, but you've never jumped into Skechers. You've maybe tried other, you know, sneakers. Give this one a try. So right here is the charcoal. It is a little touch of green. Really pretty and looks very sweet with the purple ditzy floral print. We also have it in that taupe. Nice neutral, great for summer. That's a great style too. If you know you're gonna wear it with dresses, with shorts, with a swim cover up, like that kind of thing, the taupe is a really good versatile color.
Yes.
And then the black has accents of that orchid purple and pink, which is really cute. And we do have a blue option, but navy, we're getting word that it's last call, which means it's our most limited. We don't even have a sample here because it is so limited. So if you want the navy, now's the time to order on that one. One way that I like to shop, I go to QVC.com. You can click on items recently on air and then go to QVC2. When you see this shoe, the Go Walk Travel, sometimes what I do is I first put in my size and then I just see what colors there are. Because maybe out of the four colors, there might be 2 or 3 colors that are in my size, and then I can decide, okay, which 2 colors do I want? Is there a new color I want to try? You know, it's $15 on an easy payment to get those home. I also want to talk about, we touched on this amazing Go Walk outsole. This is also a washable sneaker, and it won't compromise the integrity of the shoe.
Yeah, very, very simple. I mean, cold, gentle cycle, air dry. I literally just threw my Go Walks today. So they are washing from my trip because I loved them so much and wore them so much. And it's so nice to be able to have something that's washable, whether it's because you were wearing them a lot, you stained them, or you just want them to smell fresh again. And then these are going to really be able to carry you through. The bungee laces match the upper. Again, this is giving you a very nice streamlined look to it. Nice and fresh. And then that ditzy floral pattern just kind of adds that little bit of like femininity, very cute, very sweet, just kind of fun.
The tongue always stays in place. You can wear these too without a sock, by the way, which makes the washable then I think even a bigger bonus. If you're someone that's like, well, I always like to wear a sock because of the odor, you can wash them, right? You can keep that fresh sneaker. You just need to choose today. Because for $44.99, it's one of our most affordable sneakers today. In our full hour, this is the shoe to get. Charcoal. We also have taupe. And then we've got the black for you. Medium widths and wide widths. And then we do have whole and half sizes as well. All right, Jackie, I'm gonna wish you a very good luck on your adult Easter egg hunt.
Thank you. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be great.
Good to see you, Jackie. Happy Easter. Thanks for being with us today.
Of course.
All right, the fun continues. We've got Denim & Company on the other side of the break with not only some of their essentials, but everyday values you don't want to miss from one of our #1 fashion brands. I'm Allie Carr. Stay close.